from yesterday to today is proactivity.
I mean, they have a lot of utility on the other side of this. Icy falls at the hands of Adverso with Kesnick close by. You're going to have this late lurk that you mentioned. Superman's going to be on the flank. He might catch the timing, but Mazzino and Melser crack the side open before he even gets involved in the play.
Superman's left in a 1v3. It was heroics from him last time that took EG over the edge on Crew. He does get the first.
Still plenty of work to be done, though. Swinging out into the second. He dinks him, but it does not. Still a big window to play around. Kesnet splits uprights on that first shot. Meanwhile, Adverso falls. EG with the numbers advantage. Supa gets another. And now the Rolling Thunder in round 3, and that's going to cause everything to go into disarray. The defense has to take a step back now, doubling down on their efforts. They're looking to find the window to play around. Derek will succumb to the pressure of Crew, as will the rest of EG, the bonus. As soon as the flash goes up, the salvos are traded. And now the paranoia out, Supa just waltzes into his death. Not able to find a window to strike from in the swing.
The rotations have come in for EG though. But look at the spacing out of Crew right now on site, taking every engagement together.
The suck nade maybe connects a little bit. Yay and Icy standing strong. Mazzino left alone, a 1v2. Managing to get the spike down, and now the rotate around. 2 on the other side. One of them found. Icy delivers with 3. Rotation, Yay second guessing it.
What?
Oh, he spots Supa. What a wild angle. Yay has to give the space back up. Gets his 1 kill. We'll buy a little bit of time and alleviate some of that pressure. Quick look at the minimap. Adverso is going to be on this late flank as the Nightfall is invested. They're going to rotate back out onto B. And remember, Icy has his ult. 13 seconds left. He can cause so much disarray in this. On the mark, 8 seconds left. Spike still not planted. Numbers for the defense. They pick Crew apart.
Now he can rotate in. He has Armageddon online.
Big kill from Yay. Casting it down.
Yay is in form, man. Playoff Yay is just a different animal.
Currently 4-4 right now.
Yeah, but the shots that he's been hitting are just so clean. And Icy's continuing his dominance.
See how much longer they can keep that off the play.
Thorns activated.
A speed up towards B. Adverso does have his ult.
EG are so willing to give all this space. Armageddon
That's
used.
a problem. Oh, that's a massive problem. He TPs through it. Stays alive into the swing, but Melser falls. And now Ye's gonna pop his ult. A 4v2 Adverso left alone, tagged up, 30 HP. Has to throw it in reverse. And it's inevitable. A lot on the other side of this. Spotted and dropped by Supa.
Nature baiting on purpose for Supa in front B, waiting for that lurk, and now you can just play retake on C. Everyone rotating in.
30 seconds left.
You're in a 5v3 here. The money's not great.
You gotta push. You gotta push and try to catch EG off guard, but look at how much utility EG still have because of those free picks.
Everything in the kitchen sink thrown their way. Melser falls, Adverso on the trade. He's gonna get another, but Mazzino in a 1v3 is just too much to ask for. No ults to speak of. No ults to play around. They're gonna have to frag their way through this. Remember the lighter weaponry. It's a Stinger, a Vandal, a Sheriff. But Adverso so far delivering for Crew. Much to be done though. EG and Supa trying to find some space. There are just too many targets to deal with here. Instantly traded out. Nicely done by Crew. The Thrift was ahead of it. So that ult should not have tagged anyone else. And now the flood starts. Now they try to funnel back in. Yay, trying to jump out on the other side of the smoke. But they can't find any value. Crew have been so successful up until this point, but it drops into a 2v2. Remember, Adverso's ult. He's playing far back. That is the safety valve. That is the insurance policy. 3G is, when do you pop some of these, right? Because if you're a Crew, you're trying to bait this out. Yay falls. Remember, they do have that double controller comp, but they're deciding to play around where he can still impact the round. And now an Armageddon of their own. A little bit ahead of it. Icy's ult finds no value. Now the Rolling Thunder invested 2. Crew in a really nice spot to close out this half on top. Kesnet's behind them. And they have no idea. They're all turning around, playing in the smoke. Derek tries to challenge. Nature takes care of him, but that's just a start. He's gotten it down to a 1v1. Adverso salvos back up.
All missiles away.
And instantly popped. Nature 7 bullets, he's gonna have to wait it out.
You have got to be kidding me.
He's gotta at least get to half here, right? He can't play off.
Cool flash from Shy at the bottom of that mound. Thought Kesnet was going to use it to get out, but he decides to stay. We saw the power of these two, the duo of crew, dismantling Osbos.
Toxins going up.
But they weren't able to convert.
Bring them down.
So let's see if now, man-up advantage, if crew can settle and win another pistol in this map.
Spam through the wall, trying to find a free one. And again, this Fade utility is such a problem, but crew punching back.
Free for EG to isolate these fights and bombard the site with utility.
Oh, I think the salvos bought just enough time. It was delay upon delay, and now they can fight a little bit stronger. Kesnet has also joined the fold. He's got an outlaw.
Superman found the gap.
Very nicely done. And now B is theirs for the taking,
left.
a 4v2.
Very controlled approach from EG.
Spike planted.
Kesnet and Shy are left to just do damage right now.
Whoop, you saw him.
They baited out so much utility for the attackers.
This late flank that's going to be coming through stairs is already smoked off. They have to find some value on the other side of tree. And it's Ye who's pushing the pace. Ult now popped as they look for more. And more will be found.
He stays alive because of it.
5v3. Crew, first attempt to try to find value in a retake.
30 seconds left.
4v2 now, and Shy tries to stand strong. It's Kesnet in a 1v1
Down A.
against Icy on the other side. A menace. Last time he played, and he delivers against Kesnet.
Icy and Superman still outside of this tree area.
30 seconds
They're
left.
committing into the plant. They're deciding to stay for the fight. Ye falls to the pressure of the salvos.
EG can't pivot anymore. The time is too low. They have to full commit.
All popped. Icy forward. Kill found. You've got a flank on the other side of the map, Melser. But all he's got is a classic.
Jeez.
You can't
10
pop the
seconds
rocket that
left.
close. I get it. Discipline on the trigger. Spike planted, numbers the way of the defense, and it's not going to get any better. Can Derek clutch it out for EG? No. Takes a step back. And now the Rolling Thunder 2, and again, they're going to try to flood him behind that. Take a look at Melser's position. Look at Reverso's 2. Oh, but he's stunned. Yay. Still finding value. Still finding a kill. Still keeping EG in this fight. It was a scrappy buy that they brought into this, but they're making it work. 2v2 now, 15 seconds left. The spike's still not planted. They've got to get a move on. What can Melser do?
10 seconds left.
Outnumbered, and now the problem has gotten significantly more difficult to solve.
Cover going out.
15 bullets.
Trying to buy as much time as he can, but salvos will delay, and it's a crunch from the B side of the map as well. EG looking like they want to try to take their heels in, but it's a slaughter! 3 for Kesnet. Yeah, Supa gets his 1, but good luck.
They'll should make it obvious that there's more behind this.
That's danger.
Icy gets a pick on a Mazzino who's trying to run away from tree, but look at the flood.
There has to be pace behind this. They don't really have the guns to pick their fights out. Yay, and Icy. Are they going to do this again?
This back and forth affair.
Icy gets his 3, Melser's alone, all weapons upgraded. EG in a position to steal another round away.
So clean. It's the power of the Viper on the attacking side. When that Viper wall goes up A, if you don't try to push through it.
Picks that he was able to find previously.
Icy's alone, Doug.
And Melser, realizing it, snaps onto him. They are going to rotate back to Supa, or at least attempt to. You still have all this
30
vice
seconds
utility you
left.
have to navigate.
Yeah, Supa's waiting for his team to get here so they can all make it through the wall. But the spike is so far away. Oh, he triggers it too early. I guess it doesn't matter because you could just run through tree. How are crew going to navigate through this Viper's pit that's going to be put down?
13 seconds left, no contest on the
seconds
site. Oh, those salvos are a problem.
Oh, they're
Just
off the
barely
mark.
off the mark.
And now, Superman's going to be able to sit comfortably in the back.
I don't know that comfortable's a word I would
Yeah.
use.
He's not going to get spammed, at least.
All of his pressure coming in from Crew. Mazzino is going to test it first. The tap of the spike is just a threat. It's just a warning sign. That's the only thing in between those two members right now. Adverso waiting for the challenge backside. Now he's going to fill his way back into Super Falls. The pit joins him.
Salvos.
Mazzino's gotten it 3/4 of the way. The salvos might be a little bit too late. They've got to swing behind it, and it's not in time. Kill thought the rotation would be fast C, so they all send that way. But it's Melser, as you were saying, who was left alone, and now EG can take A. Can take all of this space. The Prowler will be first, and now EG gonna try to funnel behind it. Derek has his ult, and it's preemptively used. They're gonna force Kesnet into this fight. He still gets his one. But that's gonna push all of them back. Shy and Adverso are gonna have to solve a 2v3 to take the map, to take us to Icebox.
Look at how far Shy is, though. And they both have Guardians. Two of the members are one shot to the body, though. Icy and Ye. This could be possible, but look at the setup from EG in the post plant. So many angles that you have to be aware of. And you're just going to walk into Icy.
That's his one. Job's not done.
My gosh, look at the read.
They got it out. They're going to try to funnel in behind it. Kesnet with the ult popped. Finds Icy, finds Ye.
30 seconds
And those
left.
were the two big ones. EG call a freeze into the round, trying to wait that out. Playing on a knife's edge. The wall goes through. Supa finds one. Derek finds another. That candle's not out yet. But it is Kesnet who's still in play. Derek finding his one. Shy's going to trade it. It's going to be a 1v1. Shy with the ult, but he jump spots the smoke, waiting for it. Now invested. He fumbled this last time, but this time playing on the other side of the smoke. And the classic. Tap at the door again, and this time the Prowler swinging on the other side. Icy. That one got away from him. But nature equalizes, at least for a moment. Do they try to flood out onto the speed? 13 seconds left. They try to delay the plan, and so far, so good.
10 seconds
They have to
left.
continue to double down. Again, the spike on the ground. Shy's got a 1v2, and I don't think he has time. He doesn't. Icy's up really far. He's tucking again. What? Is he gonna get the kill? Yes, he is. Mazzino down. Crew on their last leg. And who else but Kesnet and Shy, but they cannot stand to EG here. They cannot stand to EG now. Lotus goes to Evil Geniuses. 9-3 half for MIBR, and so you kind of walk into this with a little bit of weakness, and Ye again.
Here.
Picking up right where he left off.
Walk into this doing a backflip.
Gonna take the ropes and continue to scale forward now. Waiting on the other side of the wall as the drone will pave the way. One target found, Hell still concealed. And that's Crispy out from Kesnet. Oh, I thought he was gonna find the timing, but Adverso saves the day.
Spike planted.
But EG managing to get the spike down, managing to get a numbers advantage. Shy, 12 HP.
Did creep by, though. He might be able to get this timing on a Nature. It's a double face, though.
Remaining.
Both found for Crew. It's Nature alone in the 1v1, and it's Nature again. Couple of pot shots thrown at Ye there. Takes some damage.
And he's staying. He's holding his ground, but he does lose the head-to-head. It's going to be a speed up on A side. Superman's going to try to find a lurk timing, but there's so much Killjoy utility up here. We'll see. Another man-up advantage for Crew. This is where things go south for them, Doug.
They got bonused against MIBR yesterday.
Spike planted.
Gotta avoid that here. Shock spit, not connecting. And so now Crew are gonna have to attempt this retake. They have an outlaw, they have plenty of rifles, they have the firepower, but can they convert the kills? Trade's working out when you're up numbers. Derek. Having the jet dash right by his face.
Last
And
player
Shy is
standing.
on the flank. Superman down. Can Derek do this? A 1v2, he's waiting for the other flank, knows where it is. Tap's not connecting, Melser cleans it up.
Can't connect.
Waiting for the flood out from heaven, he's gonna drop the first nano. And then Tuck waiting for the flash, Mazzino was there to greet him. And now the reckoning a problem. More utility cleared from the spike. More utility cleared from the site. There's not a lot of time on this. The Clove is cleared. They're going to try to fill in behind it.
Last player standing.
There's just not enough time.
Decked on anybody.
Way late.
Mazzino gets walked on from top site.
Crew looks so lost on this map right now.
It's snowballing out of control. And Derek just heard this mid lurk as well. Superman's just gonna wait. If Shy drops early on, Superman gets enabled.
Hey, even sidestepping, the shock spit, Icy gets 2.
There's just nothing you can do if you're Shy.
No, in a 1v3, we'll get his 1. Ult in play, but Derek cleans it up. Acceleration on the other side of this. Investing one of their own, the flash on the other side, and Icy gets his. Both teams trying to beckon for control around the pits. The res brings Nature back into the equation, and now EG at a numbers advantage. As Ye gets another.
So confident. Superman able to play in that Viper's pit. There's no space for Crew. They have to save again. And I just saw Kesnet.
The wall is down. He just swings on the other side of the spit, and Meltzer's unaware.
And the lurk
unprepared. And now Superman's all the way up in kitchen, and Versal tries to get involved in the play, but he's just sidelined.
No charges.
Mazzino, though, might have a chance to respond. He sees him sticking, drops him.
Player standing.
Can Super win the 1v1? What can Kesnet do? Prox the dash gets up on high, has the shorty. As Super's dancing around, flashes forward! Already applying so much pressure B, and yeah, you can dump all the harbor utility you want, but Meltzer's on an island, gets his kills, takes a step back. And now there's help. And it's desperately needed.
Toxins going up.
Shy was holding that, Doug. He was ready for that swing, just couldn't connect the shots. And look at Superman, he's already all the way through kitchen. This mid pressure from Evil Geniuses has basically cut off any type of rotation Crew want to do if EG decide to double back. Yeah, just picking Crew apart. A good answer back from Mazzino, but the double lurk?
As Icy tries to find a little sliver of space to operate in, and he will find it.
Find a way in.
Under Fury invested, Kesnet finding at least one with the blades.
Down A.
Mazzino 2, and all of a sudden, EG find themselves in a 3v5. With the spike still not playing it in, well out of reach.
This is where Crew dropped the ball, Doug. And they're up numbers. They make it so hard on themselves to close out the rounds.
30 seconds left.
They're just waiting for anyone to swing in and try to get a little over aggro, try to get a little messy with it, and all of a sudden, EG find themselves in 1v3. Supa was a monster the last time they played, but he sat down this time. And you can look at how they're postured on the minimap. That's exactly what they want to do. Rotating over, Ye is up top. Ye's in his face, Ye gets a kill. And now the Reckoning dropped. As you see him try to navigate and fight around it. Refusing to relent.
Last player standing.
Meltzer in a 1v3. EG knocking on the door of 9. And it's Supa who will clean it up. Love hitting A on their attacking rounds. And that's exactly where they're going to test their mettle. And so far, so good. 3 kills found. Make that 4.
Decisive. No hesitation. Full focus forward, and Superman is left all alone here. It's been really clean for Crew, and they're pushing the issue. Just keep full sending until EG try to stuff you.
Big kill out from Nature on the trade. Rotations back A as quickly as they can. But it's not going to be fast enough. Nature will fall. I see a dangerous peek from heaven.
Viper Molly lineup from Superman and screens, but Icy slipped all the way to Jenny.
I don't know that they're expecting the side there. Oh, Mazzino turns on him. And so now Crew in an advantageous position.
Spike planted.
The Cove provides cover, the Reckoning up close and personal. Derek falls. Members from the defense rotating over. Meltzer has been Deposited, and Supa gets a kill from back yellow. What can Melso do to keep back the flood? Nothing. Crumbles in the face of the pressure.
Kill confirmed.
But Crew punching back. A 3v2. Kesnit
I suggest
puts them back on equal footing, and now the reckoning, a problem.
Remaining.
Can the king of Icebox deliver for Crew? Mazzino on the swing, gets his one. A 1v1, 30 HP. Supa waiting for the swing. He's gotten it to half. It's a game of chicken. It's a war of attrition! And Superman stands tall!
They can still pivot. This is a very early Viper's pit. They don't even care. They're just going to send it.
This is so dangerous.
Down A.
Couple kills traded in the pit. Will provide some cover. Ye getting tagged up. Has to give the space away.
He does not care, though.
The second dip of the operator. Does not look like he will get a challenge, at least not yet. The spike not planted. Kesnit besting Ye. As the op hits the ground, the advantage is the way of Crew.
Superman got spammed very low as well. He's only sitting at 20 HP. He has a judge, though. We've seen how deadly that weapon has been in VCT.
They have to decide whether or not they either deal with the pit or try to rotate away. And if they do, Nature's got that line.
Also, Derek can get a spam kill here from screens.
Spike planted.
Tag not connecting. He's got a judge. Does anyone dare challenge that pit? I don't think they have to at this point.
Just play the spike. Fight together if you're Crew.
Such an unconventional plant spot.
Oh.
Walls up. Derek swinging ahead of it, trying to provide some cover as Nature gets it to half, gets his kill. Job's halfway done at 2v2 as the spike continues to tick away. He's got to find a value in this fight.
Kill off of that. Crew have to speed up.
Ye's close. Gets caught by the ult though, and now they know exactly where he is. Nature's not able to get out either. Crew have all the space in the world. If you're EG here, do you just cut your losses? Do you save?
You're too far forward. You can't.
Remaining.
Derek stands alone, a 1v4. Or do they wait it out? Icy's gonna get 2 massive kills! Fishing for the third, but shy on the counterpunch.
Remember, Doug, Ye broke that Killjoy turret early in the round.
He's on the prowl now with the weapon upgraded. There's gonna be the alarm bot to keep him at bay, to give his position away. And now Derek pops his ult. Nature seeing one spot pass by. Giving info on where the remaining member is. Shy now down. Melser has to do it on his own with 10 seconds
10
left.
seconds left. Thrifty.
He's pushed up so far. Ye's gonna get punished, Doug. At least he should be. What is this?
No way!
Spike
Using it like a shotgun. Derek joining in on it. Crew crumble.
enemy remaining.
Shy in a 1v4. This very well might be the last stand. Superman's the first to fall. Kesnit getting another. Make that 2. Cannot count Crew out of this yet. Icy's on the counter. Ye's left alone. A 1v3. The op in hand. Opposite side of the map, though.
Spike planted.
He can go for this. Has more than enough money to buy an operator in the next round.
And so he will try to send Crew home on his own. Trying to find space on the ropes, finding 1 kill. Oh, staying alive, waiting for the swing, daring the fight. Triple faced, 1 found. 4v4 as the spike makes its way out towards B. And Mazzino should be able to get the plant down successfully. Oh, it's a mess, it's a disaster. Kesnit's down. Traded right back though, and now the reckoning. The shy swing, does Derek land? Yes, he does. EG pushing Crew. Just Adverso and Mazzino left. What can they do to save this, to save their stage? Can they find a way to convert? It's all on Adverso. A 1v2. Spike ticking away, both found. He's got to swing though, he's got to take this fight. And he's gotten his 1. A 1v1, Ye on the other side, and it's Ye! Of course it's Ye! The clock has not struck 12 yet!